Hey there, I'm Judy Croon, Canada's Keynote Humorist. As I mentioned in my keynote, Relieving Stress with Humor, talk about the power of humor, and I talk about the power of using humor to give back. And I thought to myself, who better could I speak to than the very funny, the very generous Simmone Park, one of my former students from Second City. Simmone, thank you for joining me.
My pleasure. Anything for you, Judy.
Simmone is awesome. Tell us why you're here today.
So I just had another, I was doing another purge, so I had a trunk full of donations for City
Street Outreach.
City Street Outreach, yes.
Yeah, City Street Outreach is this group that I joined a couple of years back, started by Alex and Grace. They are amazing. They feed and clothe Toronto's homeless 4 nights a week. We would do it more nights a week, but we just need more people. But fantastic people like Simmone say, hey, I've got a ton of stuff that I'm trying to get rid of that I want to donate. In this case, it was a mother and 2 kids that needed some maternity wear, some clothing, and Simmone jumped on board. And she's helped me out so much in the past, as well as doing comedy fundraisers. So that's citystreetoutreach.com. Now, I want to ask Simmone, since you took the Second City stand-up course with me, you have been on fire. Give us some of the highlights and tell us what you've been up to.
From a comedy standpoint, it's been going really, really well. I managed to do my first comedy set in another language. So I did it in Spanish in Costa Rica, which was very fun.
That's amazing.
Thank you. And I don't speak Spanish, so it was really interesting and I had to memorize it. And then recently I got back from New York City where I had the opportunity and technically shared the stage with 2 heavy hitters that I really respect. Nobody knew this was going to happen.
Okay.
They just happened to drop in to the same place and get on before me. So Jerry Seinfeld and Jim Gaffigan.
No.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
How great is that? And now you're doing some sort of tour coming up, right? Tell me about that.
I think, I always kind of go where I feel I need to go. So I think my next thing is just getting into my car and I'm going to drive across the United States and see, different diverse communities that I would never think to potentially do comedy and just see, could I do it in the South? Would that resonate or would that not? I don't know.
Now I need to ask Simmone, talking about comedy, is there anything that we did in class together that you still apply to your comedy writing now? Because your career is on fire. There you are with Jerry Seinfeld. I think that's great. Anything that you're still using, or what's your comedy hack?
Oh,
in the last year, would you say?
So I'd say the thing that I definitely retained, and I kind of have a Judy Croon in the top of my head being like, Simmone, this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay, let me guess. Doing your time as opposed to going over. Is that one of them, Simmone?
It's that and cutting out all the unnecessary stuff.
Okay.
So I tend to, I tend to kind of go on and I'm like deep into this storytelling. And one thing that I would always come back to you for to help me with is cut out all the fluff and just get to what's funny quicker.
Right.
Quicker than that.
No, quicker than that. Much quicker.
You still got some fluff to get rid of.